Hey guys, Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Aquaman from Justice League Endless Winter. So this guy isn't a part of the Frost King Build-A-Figure wave, but I'm still very glad to, have it. And it took a while to get for this guy to come. I got him on Amazon, but my order got delayed like 3 times. And he's finally here, so I'm glad to finally have it. Finally, a comic-based Aquaman, that you can put in with the rest of your Justice League. You got Aquaman on the side here. You got awesome action figure photography on the back. It will be the same thing as the trading card. Other figures on the back. Aquaman, Justice League, Endless Winter. At the bottom, you have the barcode if you want to, pause that so you can find him or try and find him somewhere else. There you go. But he is currently up on Amazon right now. I don't know if he's still available, but I'm still very happy to have this guy. So yeah, let's get to it and crack him open. I'm very excited to open him up. And before we take a look at the figure, let's take a closer look at his accessories. It comes with your basic DC Multiverse stand. Then he comes with your trading card. Again, the same image as the back of the box, but you got some, still very cool action figure photography. And then you got, a little read up. I mean, if you want to pause it, There you go. And then he comes with his Trident. This is a pretty cool looking Trident, I must say. It did come out a little warped, but it's not that terrible. It's just some, hot water will fix that easily. Looks nice. It's a little generic looking, but I do like the tip of it. The little 3 prongs. Kind of looks like the one from the movie. Looking good. Fits in his hand nicely. It's a thick Trident. Just gotta slide it in there, like so. There you go. Then bam, he holds it nice and tight. It's not gonna fall out. It's not gonna slip. If you flip the guy upside down, holds it nice and tightly. But before we, just realized, if you can see it, there's some gold paint rub. So be very careful. There will be some paint rub with the Trident. But before, we look at the figure, I do want to compare this Trident to some other Tridents that I have. So first off, this is the one that came with the DC Collectibles Aquaman from New 52. As you can see, it is the tallest one out of the 3 of them that I have. As you can see, I do like the length of this one. Like you can, hold it while putting it on the ground like that. It's just that the handle is very, very thin and skinny, and it's very, it won't really fit on the, the McFarlane hand that much because he has a much more wider grip. But it still works, and it has this chain. It, they drilled a hole in the New 52 figure, so, it would go like that. If you want to, do that with this Aquaman, go ahead. Doesn't really matter. But, get rid of the chain. I never really liked this chain, but I did like the length of this Trident. And then comparing, this Trident to the, let's just put him right here for right now. Alright, later. Comparing the McFarlane Trident to the, Mezco one. The Mezco one is my favorite because I do like how much more royal it looks. This isn't like a Trident you go out fighting in. This is like just your royal Trident, whoever holds it, rules it last. Well, this one just, this is like this one kind of looks generic, but, you can use it for fighting. I do like how this one looks, but I do like this one better. I like the detail, and he actually holds onto it very nicely. I thought it was going to be like the DC Collectibles one, but he holds onto it a bit nicer. I say that as it flops around everywhere. He was holding it a lot better earlier, but it still looks good with this guy. I don't know. But this is a cool Trident. And let's get to it and look at the figure now. Getting a closer look at this new Endless Winter Aquaman. Let's take a look at the head first. I gotta say, the head is probably the best and the worst part of the figure. The sculpting is great. I do really like it. You have the long hair. You know, the hair is semi-pliable at the bottom. Or it's very pliable at the bottom, but, you know, you're still not going to get much head movement due to it. But, yeah, you got really nice sculpt and nice paintwork. But, you know, he's got the side eye, and this one is pretty extreme. They kind of sculpted it this way, too, which sucks because you can clearly tell that, you know, his left eyebrow is a little bit higher than the right, and, you know, he's looking off to the side. It's, like, come on, Todd. I know he's, you know, planning to stop doing that in the future, but I'm kind of disappointed that they gave him the side eye with this guy. It's not as bothersome, to be honest, but they just couldn't. I really wish they didn't give it to Aquaman, to be honest, because it just kind of ruins it. But again, you have like your basic, you know, Aquaman body, you know, it's like your classic suit. Got the chainmail scales, or just the scales, you know, the orange scales, looking great. And some black on there for some reason. Some extra paint. Can't get that off. Try that later. But, you know, nice classic suit. You got the metallic orange, you know, going all the way through. Got the green gloves. I do like these gloves. They're very classic looking. I do like the new 52 ones too, because I like these, you know, the two fins, you know, right there. It's cool. I don't know. I don't know if this is like what he looks like in Rebirth or something, but, you know, these two are very close to each other, very similar to one another. And then you got, you got your Aquaman belt with the logo there. Goes all the way around, painted nicely. And, you know, other than that, you got, you know, just your green pants with the fins here. I really do like how the fins look. Looking good. Again, not much to say with this guy, to be honest. Like, you have everything you need for an Aquaman. They kind of mixed classic with 90s when I look at it. You know, you have the classic suit, but with the 90s head. You know, with the beard and the long hair. You know, you just got no hook hand. So let's get to it and, you know, take a look at this guy's articulation. A closer look at Aquaman's articulation. His head can't really look up as much due to the hair, but that's how much you're gonna get it. He can look down that much. He can look side to side. He kind of have some pivot, but again, the hair kind of hinders it. Now that I look at it, he kind of looks like Thor. The head sculpt kind of looks like a generic Thor. Like a Thor figure trying to, you know, a company trying to make Chris Hemsworth, like a Chris Hemsworth head for Thor. I don't know. I thought that was funny. The shoulders move out that much, they move down. It does rotate 360, and that thing's about to pop off. You know, he's got, you know, the butterfly joint. This one's very stiff and was just about to pop off. He's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Wrists do rotate, and they do hinge. Oh, it's the other way. It does have, you know, an ab crunch that moves forward that much, back that much. You can rotate, kind of, and then tilt. Then he's got a lower ab joint that can crunch forward and back, you know, do everything else. The hips move out that much. He can do the splits, really. He can kick forward. He can kick back. He can, you know, double joint your knees. And the ankles move down. They move up. They have ankle pivot and rotation and toe articulation. So let's get to it and, you know, get to the comparisons. This is something I'm very excited to do. Measuring out Arthur Curry. He comes to around 7 1/4 inches tall. And here he is, next to, like, my only other Aquaman figures that I have in my collection. Here he is next to the DC Collectibles New 52 Aquaman and the Mezco 1/12 Collective Aquaman. And I did want to try some head swaps. Okay, I popped the head out, but the dumbbell joint stayed in for, you know, the McFarlane figure, while for the DC Collectibles one, it stayed in the head. So if, you know, if there's any way I can get that out, you know, popping it on, just, you know. I do like this head, but I can't get it on there. I can't really do a swap. But I did get this necklace off, so if you want a necklace for your Aquaman, that's pretty cool. But I do believe this guy, you know, his head, he did come with interchangeable heads, I believe. Oh, there you go. Came off very easily. So let's see what this looks like. And that actually looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. I do like the side. Oh, his neck is kind of long. But if you, you know, shave down the Dremel or Dremel out the dumbbell joint and the head, you can sit better. But it's a good size head. It's not too small, but the skin tones also don't match, and, you know, long neck. But again, it's an option for you. But again, that's cool. You can add the necklace if you wanted to. And let's see if, like, you know, this head can actually stay on with this necklace, because that's actually a cool look. And it can. That's actually really cool. I might display him like that. That's actually kind of cool. So yeah, next comparisons. Here he is next to the Three Jokers Batman and the Action Comics 1000 Superman. He scales well with Superman, but this Batman is really tall. I really wish that the, you know, the other Rebirth figures like Martian Manhunter and this Aquaman would scale better with this Batman. It's just way too tall. And this Action Comics 1000 Superman is really showing its age. Like, it's really showing its age. A lot of paint is coming off, and yeah, I do hope they redo this Superman, you know, in the classic suit. And I could barely fit this in here, but here he is next to all the other McFarlane Justice League members. You have, you know, almost every one of these is from DC Rebirth, except for Flash. He's from Injustice 2. But I think Aquaman scales perfectly with everyone in this lineup. We just need a classic Wonder Woman. I really hope we get a Rebirth or New 52 Wonder Woman. And we just need Wonder Woman and Cyborg. And we'll have our complete, you know, modern Justice League. I do hope to see a Hawkgirl so I can get that animated lineup. But this is so cool to see. I'm very happy that we're building out our league. I do hope to replace this Hal Jordan with the John Stewart that is coming out in the Endless Winter Wave. And that's really much it. Again, just replace him with John Stewart and then get a Wonder Woman and Cyborg. But this is so cool. I really do like seeing this. It makes me very happy to start, you know, we're starting to build out our Justice League in action figure form from McFarlane Toys, and it's really cool to see here. We just need just a few more members. I almost completely forgot about this comparison. Here he is next to his, you know, death metal counterpart, the Drowned. And yeah, I totally blanked on this comparison. I was just excited to get him next to some other Justice League members. I totally forgot about the Drowned. And I always forget that I have this Drowned figure because I don't really like it. But I also forgot to compare the Trident of the two, because I really do like this Drowned Trident. I do really like the length of this one. I just really do like the design more of this one. But if you do want to use this for your Aquaman, and there goes the Drowned. But if you do want to use, you know, the one that came with the Drowned, you can easily do that. And I think that looks really cool. Who knows? Maybe I might have him displayed with this one, because I do really like this design a lot. I know it has a more evil look to it, but she did use this before she became, you know, this. But yeah, this looks cool. I might display him like this. I don't know. What do you think? Because I really do like this Trident a lot. So yeah, let's get to the outro already. And to end off this review, I gotta say, I really like this figure. Again, I'm very happy to get more Justice League members in, like, their default look. I mean, this isn't really Aquaman's default look. It's just, you know, it is, but it's, you know, you don't really see him in the long hair with the suit. But Again, if you don't like this head, you have other heads to work with if you have other Aquamans. And I gotta say, it's a cool figure. I really like the sculpting. The paintwork is amazing. The head sculpt is really good. Just the main thing about it I don't like is the side eye. And I'm glad to have this figure, and I'm glad that McFarlane decided to make it. Again, you don't need to get it for your Endless Winter, display. It doesn't have to be an Endless Winter Aquaman. Because, again, it's, your basic looking Aquaman. You have your basic suit. And, with the Endless Winter Wave, you have your basic Black Adam and Jon Stewart, which I really like. I'm excited to get those figures, too. I'm very happy that, to have more Justice League members. We do need more. Like, we need Wonder Woman and Cyborg. But we're gonna get there. We're getting there. We're gonna get there. I'm very happy with this guy. He fits in very well with the other League members. And, if you have other Aquaman figures, you can play around with this guy. Give him a different Trident. Give him a different head. Have some fun with it. I do like displaying. I do like how he looks with the drowned Trident. I do like this design a lot. I don't know. Will I display him with this? Who knows? We'll see in the future. He articulates very well. He's sculpted very nicely, painted very nicely. The Trident, I think, could have been painted better. It's painted nicely. It's painted perfectly. I just think they could have used a more stronger paint because it does kind of rub off when you put it in the hands. You can see some gold in the hand after you take it out. So that's kind of a bummer, but not by that much. As you can tell, I really do like this figure. And if you really enjoyed this review, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe because I really enjoyed this figure. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.